So for years now, the UK press has constantly attacked Harry and Meghan, for what? For that Netflix documentary. They even labeled Harry a traitor because why would you reveal family secrets? Apparently, you're not supposed to say anything. Mind you, they were attacking Harry and Meghan left, right, and center, writing, very foul stories, and Harry and Meghan had to set the record straight. Hence, the Netflix documentary Harry and Meghan was born. So since then, the UK media has just been like, "Oh, you guys are traitor. That was wrong. Harry, you're a traitor. Don't come back to UK." Well, it turns out, like always, Harry and Meghan are the blueprint because now you have Charles again on a streaming platform begging for views. This man has a documentary coming up, and do you know which streaming platform this documentary is going to be on? Yeah, Amazon Prime. And something tells me he went to Netflix and then they turned him down, and then he ran to Amazon, and then they will condemn Harry and Meghan for being in business with Netflix when it's clear as day and night they are following in Harry and Meghan's footsteps. Like they are plagiarizing whatever Harry and Meghan are doing. Clearly. I thought royal members are not supposed to be Hollywood. Like it's wrong. I thought they're not supposed to go to these streaming platforms. What happened? Because they constantly bash Harry and Meghan and look at their king. Another thing is, the UK press should be really, really, pissed because all the time, instead of them picking a streaming platform in the UK, they usually run to the US. And that just shows you they're desperate to be popular in America. They want to invade Harry and Meghan's space by whichever means possible. They said, "Hey, Harry and Meghan, we don't want you in the UK. Don't come back. Leave." They left. And now they're again following them in the US, and it's utterly pathetic. So you have Charles here saying, King Charles turns to Amazon Prime to urge viewers in 240 countries to work with nature rather than against it. His first ever streaming documentary will air in 2026. Now I saw this and I saw a comment of someone saying, "Oh, he has his own earth shit." The William and Charles are the last people to talk about environment. They're the last people to even be anywhere discussing about environment. Given their carbon footprint, they're eco-hypocrites. That's what the internet calls them. They're eco-hypocrites. They fly privately. They use their helicopters as taxis. They literally don't do anything for the environment. But again, you have Charles on Amazon Prime with a documentary about nature and the environment coming up in 2026, and it's going to be streaming on Amazon Prime. And it's literally out here begging for people to view, to look forward to it. And what is with nature? This family is obsessed with nature. You have Kate with, his cringe tree hugging commercials, and then William again is the let's save the environment. And then now you have Charles. And mind you, all of these people are hypocrites. Sorry, they are the biggest hypocrites. They should not be talking about the environment. They should not be anywhere close to the environment. But here we go. It's really, really funny. It's really funny, honestly. So this just shows you that Harry and Meghan are and will always be the footprint. So very soon you'll see William with also a documentary. Oh, he had one on Apple TV. What happened to going to UK media, streaming platforms? What happened to that? And it's always a flop. So that's why Charles knows it's going to be a flop, and he's urging countries to please look forward to this documentary that's dropping in 2026. And the way the internet is chewing them up like hypocrites. So when Harry and Meghan do it, it's bad. But you have a whole king on an American streaming platform. And where's the outrage for that? You guys are all of a sudden quiet. Where's the outrage? We want you guys to be as pissed as you are when Harry and Meghan did that Harry and Meghan documentary. But clearly, we know when it comes to protocol, when it comes to these things, that it's only Harry and Meghan who are at fault. William, Mumbles, Charles, Carmela cannot do nothing wrong to the UK media. It's like, actually, they will praise and applaud them for that. It's like, "Oh no, the king is caring about the environment. Oh, look, that's incredible." Mind you, he's a hypocrite who travels private. There's an incident where he even brought his own car all the way from the UK. I don't know where he was. I'll find that part to bring in his car. And then this is the man who's urging people to think about the environment. Anyway, guys, here are some of the comments. So you have Jay says, isn't doing TV interviews against royal protocol? Funny how protocols can change for some royal, isn't it? Very funny. Cindy says, Chris, I thought working royals, let alone a king, do streaming platforms. Harry and Meghan are attacked for the very same thing. True. Bia says, these people are unbelievable. The royal family and their UK media lapdogs dragged Harry and especially Meghan for creating powerful docuseries, and now Charlie and William are doing the exact same thing. Hypocrites. The Spirit says, why won't the old eco-hypocrite renounce his exemption from environmental laws? Bloody says he might want to check his carbon footprint first. Parasite. Jay says, looks like everybody over in the palaces are doing documentary and streaming. They knocked Harry and Meghan when they used streaming and documentary. Good work, Harry. You showed them how. Absolutely. Kelly says, this why now support Prince Harry and Meghan. The British media especially will rip Meghan to shreds for working with Netflix and criticize everything she does and be overdramatic of her making jam. King Charles and Prince William are just plagiarizing Harry and Meghan's ideas. Very, very true. Denise says, just find this story laughable and hypocrisy unreal. Mainstream British media will drag Prince Harry and Meghan anytime they do anything with Netflix shows and looking down on them. Now, got King Charles and Prince William basically copying Harry and Meghan. Format double standards. Pilena says, documentaries, stroke interviews, etc. are now okay for the royals. Amazon Prime, Apple, Netflix, no UK channel, even Channel 5 that has turned into a propaganda machine for the royals is ignored. Oh dear. You know, that's the funny part. This the UK media and these streaming platforms have spent, years protecting and shielding these leftover roles, yet they choose to go to American streaming platforms to air the documentaries. You had William open up to a comedian, a Hollywood comedian, more than he's ever opened up to UK media role experts and the journalists. That should tell you everything. They like playing in their faces and they don't even see it. Duchess says, lol, you Brits carry out propaganda for the royal family, but instead of supporting brand Britain, those scam artists can't stay away from American properties so they can invade Harry's space. What are you fools, ITV at BBC, going to do about it? DJ says, thought royals don't do Hollywood. Interestingly, I thought so too. Stop the Rain says, he so loves nature, and then there's a picture of him hunting. Yeah, hypocrite. Prince Wax says, lol, everything they blamed Harry and Meghan for, he probably approached Netflix before ending to Amazon Prime. I agree. Nova says, these palace people are all wishing to go to Hollywood. Like again, Harry and Meghan are the blueprint. And then you have Tor says, so he has his own Earthshot show? It appears so. Kay says, they stay following suit after Harry and Meghan show them how it's done. They should have had the young, vibrant royals in the house helping them all along. And then you have, that's it, guys. Yeah. So they condemn Harry and Meghan for having a Netflix documentary series or being in partnership with Netflix. Then here you have William with Apple TV, and then you have now Charles with Amazon Prime. Again, being hypocrites like they are, talking about environment. Yeah. So guys, let me know in the comments what do you think about this entire story. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up and remember to hit that subscribe button. I'm Emerald and I'll see you in the next one.